These new sandals are uncomfortable after a few hours. This is some of the lightest duty in the Empire.
The Emperor used to attend these matches, but he stopped coming years ago.
Sorry, big boy. I'm not open for business. Judge Fang's got me on his payroll, and he doesn't like me taking customers on the side. Unless you're into something twisted, then he might want to watch. Fang's always looking for some new perversion to make his little soldier stand at attention. My name is Gentle Breezes, but everyone just calls me Breezes now. I guess you lose your gentle side when you spend too many nights with Judge Fang. Fang's my benefactor, if you know what I mean. I do all the things that make him happy. Filthy, nasty things. But at least that sick bastard pays well. Judge Fang's the head of the Ministry of Harmony. He's sitting in the next room with his guards. Likes to come and watch the arena fights. The blood and the beatings in the ring get his fever burning for later. Sometimes that bastard takes it out on me. Other times he makes me take it out on him. He doesn't seem to care either way. There are few things more twisted than Judge Fang's idea of a fun night. I hate him. He's a vile, repulsive deviant. He likes to hurt. When things are bad, a man like that leaves scars, emotional and physical. Look, I've been around. I know people do strange and disturbing things behind locked doors. But nothing like this. There's no act too brutal or shameful for Judge Fang. He's into all sorts of things, and he's no stranger to pain. I know that all too well. I've thought about quitting. Every night. But I heard what happened to the last girl who tried to leave Fang. He's not the kind of man you just walk away from. He sees me as a possession. His possession. He's not just going to let me go. He's got the wealth and power to find me wherever I run. I'm stuck with Judge Fang until he's tired of me. I've come to accept that. It's a hard, grim fact. But at least he pays well. Go ahead. It's not like I'm going to tell you anything that isn't common knowledge.
Whoa, back up a bit there. Judge Fang doesn't like people blocking his view of the arena. Yeah, you might make him miss out on seeing someone get their nose broken, or their leg, or even their skull. He was just saying that there hasn't been a good skull fracture for at least a week. It's put him in a foul mood. I wouldn't call him sick and twisted. That's an insult to sick and twisted people everywhere. Fang's on a whole other level. I never used to believe the stories, but now that I'm working for him, I can honestly say he's the most degenerate and perverted man in the whole Empire. But he pays well, very well. Enough so that we pretend not to see what's going on, though I still feel bad for Breezes sometimes. Gentle Breezes, she's Fang's, concubine. She's over in the next room with the common folk. Fang doesn't like to be seen with her in public. He, doesn't mind her getting up close and personal when they're in private, though. The things she does for him. Not without an appointment, and his schedule's full for the next month. All the ministers are coming in from the outlying towns to make their reports. If he's not meeting with a minister, he's relaxing here, hoping to see somebody beaten to a quivering pulp in the ring, or maybe torn apart by one of the animals. Yeah, that or he's taking a break with Breezes. Poor girl. No amount of silver is worth what she does for him. Forget it. I won't go into details about what Fang did to the last guard he caught taking bribes, but restraints, starving dogs, and gravy on certain parts of the body were involved. Fang watched the whole thing, laughing all the while, and when it was done, He went upstairs with Breezes for a little relaxation. Poor girl. Good idea. Come back next month. Fang might be taking appointments by then.
Okay, I can do this. I can pick a winner. I know it! Okay, I can do this. I can pick a winner. I know it!
Hello again. Is there something else I can tell you that might help you find the slave traders? I understand. If there's anything that might help you find the slave traders, I will gladly tell you. Please, don't give up until...
There you are. The governor sent Ho Chong, one of his lapdogs, to oversee the trial. I hope you learned something, or I'll have to proceed with Song Tao's sentencing. He took you there? That's incredible. That's remarkable. Well, what did you find? Have you discovered evidence that exonerates Scholar Song Tao?
Ha! That doesn't prove a thing. Pieces of paper can be bought and sold just like anything. Just like anyone.
I'm afraid you're quite mistaken, Chandlerling. This proves a great many things, including your guilt. I never suspected the slavers were so well connected.
Let me see that. Well, this certainly looks interesting. Suppose Scholar Song Tao can go free then. And you, Chandler Ling, will come with me for sentencing. It will be quick and harsh, I suspect. This sort of thing will not be tolerated in the Empire.
It's all a lie. You don't know what you're doing. You're all making a very big mistake.
Thank you. Thank you for risking yourself to help me. If there's anything I can do to repay you, please ask. You are too kind. I have no real way to repay you. However, I do have some items you might be interested in. They're not here, of course. Come and find me in the Scholars Garden, and I will be glad to show you what I have. I'll see you there. Goodbye, and thank you again.
The least he could have done is bought us some wine.
Hello there, and thanks again for all your help. Scholar Song Tao and I owe you a great debt of gratitude.
I am honored that you have chosen me.
If only I could find a way to put things right. Oh, hello. I'm sorry, I was just muttering to myself. I'm in some trouble and... Wait! You could help me! You're clearly not from around the Imperial City, and I need someone's help most desperately. Someone unaffected by the politics of this place. Well, you see, there's been a mix-up. No, an error. Oh, who am I kidding? Some bastard has changed my play! I am Incisive Chorus, the playwright. I'm sure you've heard of me. And if not, you have... now, I suppose. One of my productions has been touring the countryside and catching people's attention. We were asked to bring it into the city and perform here in the Golden Way. The play must go on, but not as they want it. The play's been changed, you see. One very key piece of the play has been rewritten. Once you change this scene, you change the very soul of the production. It's hardly my play at all if they perform it their way. They've changed it from a commentary of man's inhumanity to man to a satire of the Empire. I tell you truthfully that they've lost the whole point of the piece. There's that too. Anyone could take offense. Now I'm doubly concerned. I will gladly offer you the going rate for a leading man, just for a walk-on part. I need you to take a role in the play and read the role the, original way. You have a most regal bearing, so I'd expect you'd have no major problems at any rate acting the role of Lady 14 Flowers.
I think you should do it. You'd make a wonderful Lady 14 Flowers.
If you talk to first-degree thespian Fong up by the pagoda, tell him you're the replacement actor. He'll be desperate, so all you'll have to do is read the proper lines. Of course, all the roles are played by men, or at least women with the decency to pose as men playing women. It can get complex sorting it all out. Here's a copy of the original script for your scene. Pivotal, I assure you. This copy reads properly, not like that edited pile of dung. Hurry over to the large pagoda overlooking the Golden Way and tell Fong that you're the replacement. They won't wait forever, so step quickly to it. Remember, you'll have to memorize your lines. No script on stage, of course. Also, make sure you read from this script. Now good... No, you're about to perform, so I shan't jinx it. Get to it!
It's finally safe to go back to the Scholar's Garden, now that the Outlander has been dealt with.
Lost?
Excuse me. You're in my way, and I'm trying to keep an eye out for our replacement actor. It's nothing grave. Just pre-show jitters making me snappish. If you see an actor or someone who looks out of place in here, send them my way, would you?
Good day again. You've done a great deal to aid me. If there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. I've got some interesting items if you'd like to see them.
Anything is better than waiting around in the camp.
You again? I'm sorry, but I have no time. Even if you are a fan, I have to keep watch for our replacement actor. It's quite tardy. You? You're the replacement? Well, why aren't you in costume? If you're going to be playing Lady 14 Flowers, you'll need your dress! There's no time for you to run back and get yours. I'm sure we can find one to fit in the back, though most of our performers are less broad. Did they give you a copy of the script when they sent you over here? Let me see that. No! This is all wrong. They sent you with the old script. Bloody Actors Guild is staffing itself with water buffaloes, I tell you. Here, have it back. The script's recently been revised, so even if you're familiar with the old version, read it again for the changes before you head on stage. Well, a southern noble funded the location and travel for us, but wanted to make a few tweaks. We couldn't afford to miss the exposure. Our writer wasn't that happy, but we accepted the revisions, and here we are. I'm sure your Actors Guild told you that we have standard rates. We'll happily pay you the going rate for a lead, especially since this is short notice. Ruin your scene and you get nothing, just like normal. Understand? Just get at least half the lines correct, and the crowd will figure out what's happening. Any less than that, and it becomes one of those obscure plays no one likes. Now, read that script over. Come talk to me when you've got it, and we'll get you into final costume and onto the stage. have you read the script? Do you feel one with Lady 14 Flowers yet? Why are you guild actors all the same? Isn't the money motivation enough? Look, you're playing a noble lady in the court of the first emperor, Sagacious Tien. Your scene is opposite another noble, Fortunate Puzzle. You're bringing word to the court that the emperor has halted his advance on the Horse Lords. What else? You're kind of sad, depressed even. There, if you're as professional as the guild said you'd be, that should be enough to work on. That's the spirit! Let's get you into the back and costumed up, Lady 14 Flower.
Watch closely. We shall see if the informant was accurate.
Imagine condemning the Jade Empire at its heart. The fools.
All of heaven's blessings guide him, but Sagacious Tien has been absent from the palace for such a time. His conquests of the northern kingdoms have kept his light from us. All the scattered kingdoms have seen the light of his rule, and our emperor's advisors grow in number. The arable lands to the south, all the way to the useless jungles, which were left as nothing for the Monkey King, are fused into the mighty Jade Empire. To the east, Sagacious Tien has spread his light to the very waters themselves, and lo, to the west, he found enlightenment among the hills of the 6 holy scrolls. But what word from the wastes of the Horse Lords? Aha! What is this? Why, 'tis Lady 14 Flowers. We can only hope she brings word. My dearest Lady 14 Flowers, under what banner does your entourage travel today? Peace in the north? Could this be? Have all the Horse Lords been subjugated so easily? Heaven smiles upon the Empire today. Your arrival here is certainly welcome, as your kingdom is one of the most recent to join the Jade Empire. We have had word that the hostilities have ceased. Tell me, most gracious lady, when was this momentous decision reached? You phrase that most interestingly, Lady 14 Flowers. Why do I sense there is more to this story? But surely the might of the Jade Empire is unquestionable, and our will to victory unswayed. And tell me, most gracious madam, when the final blow was struck, where was our noble leader? Deep in the wastes of the north? Surely you mean the far edge. The Horse Lord camps broken behind him. There's been nothing but the gentle drafts of spring here in the Imperial City for weeks. With such a chill in the air, was this some time ago? My lady, I sense that there is more to your story than I have gleaned. Perhaps my own perceptions blind me. It seems to me that some part of your story remains untold. Do my questions block the truth? Tell me this, if nothing else, good lady. When the cry for peace rose up, who was it that our great emperor turned to? The heavens had turned to him? These words, are they riddles? Wait! What word is this from the front? The Emperor sends word of his return. The Horse Lords are unconquered, but our forces were undefeatable. What happened to cease the expansion of the Empire, dear lady? A celestial event, most auspicious. And so, our most noble emperor saw a sign from the heavens. Our mighty armies poised to crush the Horse Lords and stretch the empire to the ends of the earth, but we stopped. For now, even I see that there are limits to ambition, and overreaching those limits invites nothing but disaster. All praise the Emperor, for his wisdom is infinite. My lady, you have my deepest thanks for bringing this news to us. I shall inform the court immediately.
What in the dragon's eye was that? I saw no treason there. Oh, the informant will suffer for a lifetime.
You there, Lady 14 Flowers. The crowd loved it. Fantastic performance. You managed to hit every line perfectly.
You continue to surprise me. I wouldn't have thought you the aspiring actor.
Our sponsor may not be happy with the version you read, but I've always preferred the old version of the play anyway. I guess Incisive Chorus put you up to this, because I know I gave you the new script to study. Good for him. I believe I owe you an actor's fee. Enjoy. I'm glad you were here to fill in. We would have sunk faster than a bottomless boat without a solid Lady 14 Flowers on hand. You guild actors are all the same. Never happy. Oh well, you're lost. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have things I must attend to.
It's about time somebody dealt with that annoying Outlander.
Had your, moment, did you? I never attend my own plays. No, much too nerve-wracking. Someone goes for me. She is very kind to do that. I heard how it went. Fantastic! The scholars loved it! One's already asked for a copy of the manuscript. I'm sure there will be more. Perhaps as many as 3. Here, I promised you this, and you should have it. Yes, that's it. Enjoy, and thank you so much. Oh, so much to do. So many, copies to make. Yes! Ha!
Watch yourself around the Lotus Assassins. There's something...
Time to bloody my asses.
The fights in this arena are the best in the Empire.
I hear Kui the promoter's got some new types of fights lined up.
Leave me be. I am contemplating.
The brothers Sung greet our fellow combatant warmly. I am Sung Bo, this is my little brother Boo, and my older brother Sui.
Do not bother me. Introductions merely clutter the mind.
I don't think they was bothering you, Sui. It's Bo being talked to.
Do not worry too much about us, though. There are many fights between you and the Sung brothers, but we shall humor your questions. You'll only deal with the lower ranks at this point. Bother us about fighters when you advance to a respectable level.
We don't know nothing about the army.
Please excuse Brother Boo. He occasionally feels the need to speak on things to which he has not given his full attention.
We should not discuss the city, brother, while we are within its bounds.
Do the stars show the dragons in ascension again? Then we should not speak of the city for now. The very topic is risky. Please accept our apologies. I'm certain one of the others would be happy to tell you about the city. How dare you mock our family unity?
Indeed. We deal with enough ignorance of the ancient ways and customs of the Empire. We do not need additional abuse.
That's right, Brother Sui. I don't like ancient people either.
Fair enough. Though I hope you will attempt to mind your tone in the future. Oh yes, we shall see you around. Of that you can be sure.
I shouldn't talk too much. Talk to Brother Bo instead.
Onu yuir indikan sun puiranuk pakuk. Ono yusayir. Ukwiro ni sayir tatasiyer yu. Won nawir sir fungi winyanakan. Tir nik puntuir poir nokauk. Sayir takitir noni. Uksir watuafu. Froetro soir foirir insonsi nokauk frotir noni. Uktatasir ni rioki, ka sisayir na wur awukateyi. Onuyu indikan sun puiran paku, onu yusayir. Uksayir caritas fonir sisayir ir furktatasir, ir karanos sakupono. Wo ifuir uk sunurk danowe na waftatasiruk. Kitir nonni nikuyo ipir ta. Wano wiri fuiruk wasafno sisitu. Wawir ni sisir sisitu kun wano sisitu nik on wipifi. Woyo wir Shakespeare woso.
It will be a pleasure to see a new fighter in the ring. If you want my advice, I'd say to apply hot before cold to keep the swelling down. Keep that in mind and you should be fine. If you can make it through the other qualifiers, I'll look forward to facing you myself. That's no way to be. You need to have a positive attitude here, and in all things. Heaven provides joy for all people if only they would take. Records are just numbers on paper, or beads on the abacus. One fire or a heave of the earth, and they're lost forever. It's what's inside that counts, wouldn't you say? It's the only way to look at things. Otherwise, you go quietly insane as you slip into the blackness of despair. You must be having one of those days. Happens to the best of us. It's always good to know who's competing at the higher levels. You're looking to the future. I know a little about Soldier, if you want to hear my take on him. But we could also talk about Kana, if you're curious about her. He's one of the most experienced fighters here, but he's hardly a mentor. He's boastful, insulting, and a general pain. The fans love to hate him, though. He is an exceptional fighter. Years of military training will do that to you. He's currently the champion of Silver Division, which tells you something about his skills. That's all I can think of regarding Soldier. He keeps to himself most of the time.
You two sound like a pair of old crones talking about their neighbors. Everything you need to know about me is right over here.
I really respect Kana. She's undefeated, did you know? Made it all the way to Bronze Division champion without a loss. I know she's from the prosperous East, but for an Easterner, she's very reserved. Easily the most disciplined of us all. She's going to teach her style to the first person who can best her in the arena. People have been really excited about that because her sword is so deadly. My father is a smith of great renown, and he always wanted me to follow in his footsteps, but I couldn't. My blades would be brittle, and even simple ironwork would be clunky. Eventually, I had to leave home. My father is no longer my father. More precisely, I'm no longer a son in his eyes. I wasn't sure what to do after being cast from my home, but coming east to the city made sense. I was never properly trained. I've learned what I have from watching the fights here, practicing hard and staying focused. That's my story. One day I'll make it here, and my father will have to be proud of me. This is my chance to be someone great, and I'm sticking to it. Of course. Right?
You look a shade better than the usual cowardly dogs we get through here. Just a shade, though. So you've earned the right to talk to me. Lucky you. Iron Soldier's the name, though everyone just calls me Soldier. You may as well do the same. If I waste time talking to you, it's because I can respect that you're prepared to lose terribly in the arena. Given half the chance, yes. If you can't handle it, you don't need to talk to me. There's some people who call the way I operate walking the low path, but they're fools. Talking about the low path is an attempt to deride the philosophy of those of us who see the truth. There's no real altruists in this world. Just people who explain their actions with reasons that are easily palatable to the masses. I refuse to kowtow to those kind of lies. I'm a warrior. People either challenge me and grow stronger, or run away like weaklings. Like I care. It's in my nature to rail against simpering fools, and by being true to the discord I cause, I'm made that much stronger. That's all there is to it. I'm not here to hash this over with you. If you want that, go bother the scholars or one of those saps in the Black Leopard School on the hill. Good. Go bother someone else.
Unique.
I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight. What do you need? Han isn't a champion exactly, but he's solid. I like. For your first match, we'll start you off against a mighty ogre. I'll be watching your style closely to see how you fare. Impress me, and I'll take you to the top. Even our great champions start out against the ogre. Take Raging Ox, who danced around the beast singing drunkenly to earn the crowd's favor, or the Ravager, who defeated him in a single blow. I should take a moment and explain the system we use here. I like to keep things simple and organized. Any other way, and things get more convoluted than the celestial court on the Emperor's birthday. When you're ready for your match, ask me about it, and I'll give you a quick summary of your opponent. I'll be setting up your matches, of course. Various enchantments woven in this place keep the fights from being deadly, but they're no less real. You'll feel the pain if you don't keep your defense up. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
A new warrior does battle with the Beast.
Mirabelle.
That was an impressive beginning. Normally I'd have started you off against something easier, but you practically ooze potential. You've caught the eyes of the other fighters as well. Go ask them if you don't believe me.
That really was a fantastic bout.
Beating the ogre's nothing special. I could have done better bound and blinded.
Sometimes you don't even need to ask. One fight does not make a champion, though. There are many more opponents ahead of you. Let's move on, shall we? Since you held your own against the ogre brute last time, I'm going to try something exciting for the crowd. I've got 4 boys from some school west of the city who've been bothering me for some tougher matches. I'm giving you all of them at once. It'll wow the crowd and teach them a lesson at the same time. Remember to watch your sides and back. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Four students test their skills against one master.
Mirabelle. Paralyzing Paul. 1,000 cuts. Paralyzing Paul. 1,000 cuts. Paralyzing Paul. Spirit Thief. Paralyzing Paul. Thousand cuts. Your Spirit Thief. Thousand cuts.
Paralyzing paw. 1,000 cuts.
Those boys won't be back anytime soon. Losing as a group to one opponent would shame a peasant, let alone a student of the martial arts. Be sure to return when you're ready to continue your climb through the qualifying round.
I am honored that you have chosen me.
Looks like you're still walking after that last match. Too bad. Surprising. Most of the time, you qualifiers hurt yourselves more than your opponents. Good.
I watched your last match. You're really climbing the ranks. We'll be meeting soon enough. Right you are.
Look who stands before us, brothers. A recent winner from the qualifying round. How quaint. Oh yes, we shall see you.
While I cannot see you, your appearances are hard to ignore. Welcome again. Are you here for a treatment or simple socializing? Of course. Have a look.
Oksayir karitas fonir sisayir ir fur tarawir iya iyawir awukategi. Woyo wir Shakespeare, woso.
I was right there watching. You're gonna tear through the qualifiers. I could just tell.
I'm not really in the mood for company. Judge Fang wanted me to try something special last night, and I still haven't quite recovered yet. Judge Fang won't like it, but the worst he can do is rough me up a little tonight. The bastard might do that anyway. Or make me rough him up. Sometimes that's worse. I hate...
I should be getting home to see my wife. Oh well, one more bowl for the road.
You are not yet worthy of my notice. Bronze will catch my eye. Silver will earn my respect.
Ah, excellent. I have many items just waiting for you.
I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight. The crowd's starting to catch on to you. Have you noticed? People like you, and now I'm going to make sure they pay attention. I'm going to have a roughly hewn statue hauled into the ring. I want you to discombobulate it. Destroy the statue quickly enough, and I'll give you a shot at hapless harm. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Unyielding stone meets the press of time.
Focus.
Excellent work. You have bested time itself in destroying that statue. No mean feat, I assure you. Be sure to return when you're...
Look who stands before us, brothers. A fighter poised on the cusp of entering the Bronze Division. Only hapless Han stands in the way. You'll only deal with the lower ranks at this point.
Leave me be.
I shouldn't talk too much. Talk to...
Ukwiro ni sayir tatasi yeruyu, wo nawir siyir fu ni winyanakan. Ukwiro ni sayir tatasi yeruyu, wo nawir siyir fu ni winyanakan. Wo sawayir noka ukrapo ni apawafa son siyir tuyo. Woyo wir Shakespeare, woso.
I watched your last match. From what I hear, you and I will meet next. I'm really looking forward to it. I'll see you soon enough. I'm looking forward to our match.
Looks like you're still walking after that last match. Too bad. Surprising. Most of the time, you qualifiers hurt yourselves. Good.
I was right there watching. You're gonna tear...
Don't pester me, or I'll find something to arrest you for.
Saw you out there in the ring. You got real potential. Even Fang was impressed. But that doesn't mean he wants you blocking his view, so back up. He comes here to watch the fights, not talk to the fighters. I guess he figures the more he talks to you, the less time you have to inflict horrible, bloody carnage on someone in the ring. Okay, good luck in your next fight.
That last one was a win for you, was it? Most new qualifiers don't progress like you. You're not making me any money here.
Rumor has it, the outer provinces are having as much trouble with ghosts as they are with bandits and raiders.
If you're here to play, talk to Daoshin.
I hear you're doing well. You're too skilled for the qualifying division. You won't be there long.
You return when...
I'm grabbing a drink as soon as I get off shift.
Sisayiri furt o sair napsan. Otonawan.
I want to hear that. I think you're ready to face hapless Han. Show me you're ready for the big time, and I'll make sure you don't have to dance with the children anymore. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
A chance to leave the qualifying division as Raging Dragon faces Hapless Hand.
Paralyzing power. 1,000 cuts. Spirit Thief. 1,000 cuts. Legendary Strike.
You dealt with Han very well. I knew you would. All of our professional fighters move past him eventually.
Kui, that will be enough. I bring you a message from my employer, Kai Lan the Serpent. He is impressed with how far you have come in such a short while. The Serpent wants you to know that he is watching your progress very closely. He is most interested to see how you fare in the Bronze Division. Kui, you may breathe again. That is all I had to say.
Well, that was good, I think. He has a distinct interest in the proceedings here. He is the next champion, you see. He retired some time ago, even before Raging Ox, who was the champion before the Ravager. Kai Lan couldn't leave the arena alone, though. He has become a very important man here with the help of a group called the Guild. Lucky Cho is a thug, pure and simple, but he's very good at what he does. He's also a member of the Guild and reports directly to Kai Lan. Kai Lan oversees things here in the arena, and the Guild ensures that the authorities leave us in peace. The Guild is the organization that controls all of the betting in this place. That gives them considerable sway. It is good that they are happy with your progress. Between us, the Guild is also involved in more illicit activities. They are very sensitive about remaining an open secret. Many know about them, but few acknowledge that fact. Right now is a particularly dangerous time, as one of the leaders of the Guild has recently been inhumed. Kai Lan sees this as an opportunity. Do not discuss them openly. The Guild has many ears. You may ask some of the others in the arena about them if you wish, but I would not bring it up to just anyone. A wise decision. Very wise. For the sake of your career, I suggest that you limit any questions you have to your fellow fighters.
Well done! That fight was much better than this wine. With all the pure water pouring from the palace, you'd think they might have learned how to make wine that didn't taste like goat piss.
Black Whirlwind, that is you. Are you back to...
No, just here visiting, and making sure nothing happens to your newest fighter.
So you won't be...
No, leave it alone, Kui. You know better than to bring this up. Just mind your business, promoter, and I'll mind mine.
You travel in curious company. Regardless, when you're ready, come talk to me again and we'll discuss your next match. I know him, yes, but I know better than to contravigate his wishes. If you want to talk about it, ask him. I'm staying out of it. What do you need? Do not be gone too long. Kana may well rise to become the Silver Division champion while you're away.
Time to bloody my axes. What? What do you want? No, I don't think so. I've told you to watch your back, and that's all you need to hear for now. If anything needs to be done beyond that, I'll do it. I'm not keeping anything too important. Like I said, if it gets important, I'll do something about it. I don't know. Hopefully nothing, but I'm keeping my eyes open. You just carry on and know that the Black Whirlwind's got your back. Not literally, of course. I respect you too much to go grabbing anything posterior. Good idea. You've got bigger things to worry about than me anyway. Not much bigger, mind you. I'm a fighter, not a damn history book. No more stories. You've got my fists and my axes. That's enough. Let's find someone to kill.
I'm not really in the mood for company.
I was right there watching.
Boy, that sure was something. Well, I wouldn't have wanted to be me out there, except that I was. But I learned so much from facing you. Next time I should try some of that fancy stuff you do. I'm not exactly sure how you did it, though. You know, that's a good idea. I tend to focus on myself more than others. Perhaps I can learn some new tricks. Thanks for the encouragement. You're already past me. Now that you're a real fighter, the others will likely open up about themselves if you ask. I know a little about Soldier, if you want to hear my take on him. But we could also talk about Kana, if you're curious about her. All the contestants know about the guild. They are the real power here. Keep your voice low. We don't want Lucky Cho to hear us talking about this. I don't know about the guild itself, but around here the man in charge is named Kai Lan the Serpent. He's a powerful magician and incredibly deadly in battle. Retired Imperial champion, in fact. I never have to deal with Kai Lan. I'm not good enough to compete with the big players, so he isn't interested in me. I prefer it that way. It's not that open, but Lucky Cho and Kai Lan don't bother to hide their actions much. I wonder if the rest of the guild appreciates them being that open. As to why the Empire tolerates them, I know of at least one promising fighter who went off to join the Lotus Assassins not too long ago. It was like they recruited him after seeing what he could do here. Maybe there's some arrangement that makes the Lotus Assassins overlook this place. I've heard from some of the others that they sometimes ask fighters to throw matches, or worse. It may not actually be that bad, but I always advise new fighters to be careful, just in case. I don't like dwelling on the guild. I generally pretend they're not there. always nice of you to stop by and chat. A lot of people who move past me in the arena never look back.
Look who stands before us, brothers. You are the unstoppable force that left poor Han a cluttered pile of optimistic wreckage at the side of the arena. I'm sure he will bounce back as fresh as ever, though. He always does. You have earned the right to ask about your peers. Would you like to know about Soldier, or our current champion, the Ravager? Ah, there's a mysterious one. He left the Imperial Army under circumstances. His skills quickly earned him a high rank in this contest. I expect he saw things during his time of service that would blanch the ever-rosy face of Jolly Ying Sun the Intoxicated. And yet, pretty Lily is always hanging off him. We have often speculated why she is so interested in him, but such things are not fit for polite discussion.
There is something unnatural about that one.
He smells bad, too. Like he's sick all the time or something.
Though my brothers sound like offended courtesans, they have a point. We can't deny the Ravager's abilities, but he lacks precision. Strength is part of his technique. In fact, he may be the strongest fighter here in years. Stronger even than Raging Ox, our last champion. The Ravager's prowess lies in his incredible stamina. Blows that would fell lesser men are like the bite of a gnat to him. If you face him, use your strongest techniques. It seems unfair, does it not? However, you must ask yourself if you wish to be beheaded instantly when you consider this topic. Let us put it this way. Individually, each of us is an excellent warrior, fast, strong, or smart as it may be. When we faced the Ravager individually, he beat us quite handily. Word spread that the Ravager boasted that he could beat all of us together. And so we accepted. He was victorious. Those who guide this arena were so pleased with the spectacle that they created a new challenge. Us. The thought was that anyone who couldn't defeat the brothers Sung would be obliterated by the Ravager. I'm sure we have saved more than a few lives. I prefer not to give that impression, but we have been placed in this situation by the Ravager, whose deadly nature requires our presence. In time, perhaps, that will change. We will see. Fighting as a group is not so bad. We provide a unique challenge for higher-level fighters, and fighting this way has its incentives. Suffice it to say that the Serpent makes it worth our while to fight as a group. You would benefit as well, if you could beat us. We can tell you to be careful whom you ask about such things. Secrets kept in the open are the most sensitive.
The Serpent who dwells in the shadows of this place. Like an air spirit, he is everywhere and yet invisible to the eye.
Brother Sui puts it well. Kailan the Serpent is the Guild's will in this place, powerful enough that only the brave or foolish discuss him at any length. Besides running the most expansive betting operation in the Empire, I speculate that they do much more than that, but we have been smart enough not to find out. We question things in the arena, though. For example, why are we allowed to fight as one body when the rules suggest such a thing should be illegal? The guild cares more for a good show than fair play. Good shows keep the bet money flowing, especially if a favored fighter were to suddenly and surprisingly lose.
I agree. I don't want them around anymore. They scare me.
If you let fear guide your decisions, Brother Boo, you will find that you have walked the coward's path.
Philosophy aside, the Empire certainly could wipe them out. But wouldn't another similar organization appear? Regardless, if something could be done, the Empire would have done it already. Oh yes, we shall see you around. Of that you can be sure.
Uktatasier ni Ryoki, ka sisaye na wur awukate yi. Uksier wat wafu niye froto usosawier, uktatasier ni Ryoki. Kwawir uyu itarir noka sisayer na wurkut, wo nisir uir u nokathaku fifir. Wo ifuir uk sunurk danowe na wafta tasieruk, kitir noni nikuyo ipiyer ta. Wo panaro wo sawir tatasi ni wasunir prawon, wo sawir kokonatoi. Wono wiri fuwirok was safno sisitu. Wawir ni sisir sisitu kun wano sisitu nig on wipifir.
Looks like you're still walking after that last match. Too bad. You ground the hapless one beneath your feet like everyone else does, huh? Han's pathetic for wasting time on the hopefuls, if you ask me. Then again, watching Han stumble to Dr. On every time he tries to handle the real Bronze Division fights is one of the most entertaining things about this place. I don't pay attention. Now go.
Many people try to break into the Bronze Division and fail miserably. You should be proud of yourself.
You deserve it. It was an honor to face you.
Crimson Kana is the champion of this round. You'll have to face her eventually. Be ready when you do. Now that you have qualified for the Bronze Division, your challenges will be more difficult, but you'll earn greater rewards. I want the very abacuses of heaven to rattle with the name Raging Dragon, so I've prepared something memorable. The guards rounded up a group of subhuman things around the Great Southern Forest. We're going to release them into the ring in groups for you. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
These monsters crave the flesh of man.
Paralyzing Paul. Mirabelle. Paralyzing Paul. Spirit Thief. 1,000 cuts. Mirabelle.
You won't see me. 1,000 cops. Dire flame.
That was a good start to the Bronze Division. Those beasts are far stronger than they look. Next, you're going to step into what we call the Pit of Pain. It's not the most original name, I'll admit, but that's 500 years of tradition for you. The arena floor will be set up with ancient magical devices. They will attempt to fry you to a crisp, much to the crowd's delight. Your job is to stay on your feet for the course of the match while they fling deadly projectiles your way. I'd suggest dodging, but that's just me. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
The Pit of Pain. Only the quick survive its fiery embrace.
Expect things to be much harder here than they were in the qualifiers. No amateurs to face this time. Next, you're going to step...
The Pit of Pain. Only the quick survive its fiery embrace. The Pit of Pain. Only the quick survive its fiery embrace. The Pit of Pain. Only the quick survive its fiery embrace.
Fantastic! A test of speed passed with exceptional celery. Now
Your sudden and polite silences are always appreciated, Kui. I have a message for Raging Dragon. Kylon the Serpent has, as promised, been watching you intently. You have impressed him so far, and he is interested to see how you fare in your next match. The Serpent foresees your victory in the next match, and he has backed his prediction with silver. He sincerely hopes that his faith in your skills was not misplaced. That is all. If you will excuse me, I have some people who need to be spoken to.
Ah, well, I'm certain that won't be a problem for you. Did you have a question for me? Kylon is truly in charge of this place because of his association with the guild. If he gets things his way, he'll seize control of the whole guild before long. It's nothing to concern yourself with. If anything comes up with the guild or the Serpent, I will negotiate and deliberate with them, not you. Do not be gone too long. Kana may well rise to become the Silver Division champion.
Wo ifuir uk sunurk danowe na wafta tasiyeruk. On we pifir.
I watched your last match. Things are a lot more difficult in the bronze round, are they not? I've fought everyone who's made it that far. I should know. It's always nice of you to stop by and chat. A lot of people who move past me in the arena never look back.
Wuwuir aki thikahirir koni afafatir? Nararir uk u yorir.
Looks like you're still walking after... I'm sure Kana will fix that once you challenge her for the division championship.
Look who's the new fighter who is so quickly closing on Crimson Kana's position. Oh, yes.
You will go far in the bronze. You looking for someone? Try Kui, the promoter. You know...
Look, we already told you, Fang doesn't want to be bothered. He just wants to relax and watch the arena. Yeah, if he doesn't get his daily fill of blood, violence, and gore, he'll be snarly all day. And he's hard enough to work for when he's in a good mood.
That last one was a win for you. Could you try...